I'm in Salad, and I saw Despicable Me 3. It is directed by Pierre Coffin and also Kyle Balda. Yeah. I remember seeing this in theaters and being like, oh, okay. There's a third one. That's pretty neat, I guess. I remember this one being a little bit goofier. There's a lot more bits and less plot go. I mean, there's plot, but it's like, oh, there's a bunch of skits. There's a lot of minion stuff, and it's like, okay, minions are cute. But I also really liked the plot from the first movie. I enjoyed that. Not so much plot in this movie, though. So we got the movie starts. You got, hey, there's a guy. He's trying to steal a diamond, right? But Gru and Lucy are on the case. They're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna, yoink, give me your diamond, okay? But that doesn't really work because the guy gets away. But they retrieve the diamond, which is important, but the guy gets away, which is not, it's not ideal. But the agency is like, hey, no, we don't like that. We do not like that one bit at all. I would rather have you fired. It's quite sad. It's like, okay, well, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do for money? So they break the news to the kids, and it's like, oh, okay, kids. It's good that they're letting the kids in on the loop. It's very helpful, actually, because it does help them a little bit later. But there's also, like, the kids are like, oh, no, blah, 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 kid stuff, complaining, blah. Also the minions are like, hey, we do not like that you do not want to do some villainy, some crime and villainy. They're pretty much anti-villain right now, because they really want to impress the anti-villain league. It's their identity, pretty much. So, you know, I really just enjoy it. And boom, they get abandoned just like that. Crazy how that works, huh? You got the minions, they doing their own thing, their own profession. Some of them like to just walk around. Some of them need to be busyfied. Most of them end up in jail. Because, you know, they're criminals, and criminals do bad things, and they go lock up. Lock up time. That's what happens to criminals, just like the minions. So yeah, interesting note. More minion stuff occurs, and then we meet a guy who's very promising. Okay, Gru is like, yo, I'm going to make sure that I keep this connection because I've lost literally everything. I mean, I have a wife, which is good, but what I don't have is a job, and all these minions, I don't have the support of these minions. They're out partying. They're out having fun. They're out, you know, enjoying life because they've never enjoyed life before. But what's the point of life if it's just to always enjoy it? You know, you gotta put some hard work into it in order to enjoy it. Otherwise, it's just gonna get boring and sad. So that's the ultimate lesson of Despicable Me 3, probably. But I digress. It's also fun to note that the doctor guy is still stuck. He's gone. He's in carbonite. He's kind of just not there, but also there. It's a meme, I guess. There's a lot of memes in this movie. Despicable Me meme. That's what it is. Yeah. So yeah, you know what happens after this? they meet the brother. The brother, his name is Drew. D-R-U. By the way, Gru is a last name. So Felonious Gru versus Drew Gru. What a bad coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence. The parents named him. Obviously, he's just gonna be like, oh, Drew Gru, hey. Yeah, I like the sound of that. I like the rhyme. It's what the cool kids say, I'm guessing. Just exactly like that. That's what they're saying. That's what the parents are saying. But, man, it's also revealed that he's super rich. Like, he's got a mansion and everything. It's because their dad was a super villain, big boy villain. He's so big boy that he earned lots of money and had a successful reign, heir to the throne. And hey, dad's out of the picture. Now the guy's got all the wealth and he gets to do whatever he wants with it. And they're like, hey, we're gonna steal this diamond. Diamond stealing time. Also, he figured out that the guy who initially stole the diamond, he wants to use it to power this giant, big old bot. It looks cool. It's pretty cool. It's neat. I like the robot. I would definitely pet it. If it tried to attack me, I would be scared. I would just want to pet it. I don't have any bad feelings or harms or ill intent towards any robot of any kind. So, you know, I just want to pet the robot. So they're stealing the diamond. They both have different intentions. Gru's like, oh, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna steal the diamond, then secretly pull a fast on him and just whoop, you're going to the ADL. I mean, port him to the AVL. Because, you know, he's also a villain, but he's trying not to be a bad guy. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be a good guy, but he's still bad. He's still gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna turn you in, ooh, wee, and enjoy your time in prison, sucker, my brother, my blood-related brother. Wow, I cannot believe it. I just met you, and now I'm gonna try to put you in prison, cause I love you, brother. Well, not really, but you know what? It's a shame. Such a shame. Gru is ultimately just trying to spend time with his daughters, but you know what sucks? Drew is like, nope. And he's like, I'm gonna have this other guy who wanted to have the robot in the first place steal the kids, kidnap them, nap them up, snatch them, put them in a bag, bring them. We're going high. We're big high now. It's crazy, right? And it's also quite sad because the kids had nothing to do with it. They just, let's involve the family. And it's like, no, don't do that. That's not noble at all. I don't like you. I don't like you even more, but I guess that's what makes you a villain? Yeah, that's what makes you a villain. So, you know, congratulations, I guess. So yeah, Drew and Gru are big fighting. I gotta really say that this movie is... There's some spots where it's like, I remember a lot of weird... there's like a lot of weird Minion stuff. And that kind of made it hard for me to focus on the plot, because it's like disconnected. It's like, oh, okay, Minion stuff, let's go. So some of the stuff I might be forgetting. They're gonna get real high. Speaking of high, he's got a high amount of bubblegum. He chews it a lot. It's like his main weapon, which is pretty cool. I like the usage of bubblegum as like a device to... It expands on its own, it goes kerflop onto people, and people get stuck on it, which is a villainous thing to do, and he uses it to steal a lot of things. I like it, it's cool, it's rad, and honestly, I would definitely want that type of bubble gum. But at last, he's using it to destroy the entire city. The entire city go big cover bubble gum, nom nom. Man, there's a lot of bubble gum. Oh, wow, there's a lot. I didn't think there was this much bubble gum in existence, but hey, it's made. It's been made. Wow, I cannot believe it's been made. So yeah, I like the part where, you know what, there's like some sudden change in heart in some of the minions. They're like, hey, let's help Gru because we love him. And that's what happens. They come in and they stop the bubblegum. The bubblegum is taken over, has been no longer. It's execute order nom nom. Chew gum. You chew the gum and it goes off of buildings and it cleans up everywhere else. And honestly, I'm so glad that's finally been cleaned up. And they are allowed back into the AVL, not ADL, AVL. I'm so glad that they got their job finally. It's pretty neat, you know what? And I'm glad that they did it. It's good for them. They did a good job. They deserve it, you know? And they have a happy, prosperous life. That's until Despicable Me 4, which comes out in like a couple of years or so. Man, I'm dating this video pretty hard. Some of it was like, oh, I like it. I like this cool concept. And some of it is like, okay, well, I mean, I get it. But still, it's not really particularly my favorite. Other than that, it was a pretty decent movie. Good animation. Fun. It's very fun, I guess. It's very, very fun. So I gotta give this movie a solid 6.6 out of 10. If you like that content, I have more content at patreon.com/ASEPresents. Also, for more links, you can check out my link tree. Until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see y'all later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.